Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to do today is we're going to be looking at all 13 of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up today, Monday, August 4th. We're going to break down all these matchups, try to predict the outcome for every single one of our games today. Who's going to win, who's going to lose, what the final scores might be, and we'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. It is that time again for our daily baseball predictions. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let me know in the comment section. What are your predictions today? I will make sure that I respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. We have 3 tiers in total. If you sign up, I would massively appreciate it. And thank you for those who have signed up. We go over every single baseball game, every single day, this entire baseball season. So if you're a sports fan, baseball fan, football fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's not waste any more time. Let's start running through these games. The very first one we have today, kicking everything off, 6:40 p.m., we have the 56 and 56 San Francisco Giants. They finally got their way back to 500. They've been on a little bit of a downslide the last probably about 5 to 6 weeks. They were well above 500. Now they are right at 500, third place in the NL West. They'll be on the road here versus the 48 and 64 Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates, 5th place in the NL Central. Season got away from Pittsburgh really quickly this season. They have one of the worst offenses in baseball, actually a bottom 5 overall offense, but they have a top 8 overall pitching staff. They just need some run support from that lineup. The Pirates a 56.6% chance to win this game. The Giants a 43.4% chance. Right now, San Francisco 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. San Fran minus 135. Pittsburgh plus 115. The Giants, they're not known for their offense. They're more known for their pitching, but right now they're averaging 4.2 runs per game, 233 average. 105 home runs, 50 steals, and 3.68 runs a game. This is a really good pitching team. They always have a shot in these games because they have really good pitching, but so does Pittsburgh. Right now, the Pirates a 3.6 runs per game, 233 average, 80 home runs, 87 steals, 3.85 runs a game. As of me making this video, we do not have a starter announced for the Pirates. I hate going into games blind, not knowing all the variables, but it is what it is. There's really nothing that we can do about it. Pittsburgh at least has a very deep starting rotation. They have a really good bullpen. And for the Giants, Justin Verlander, I think he got his first win of the season his last start. He's now 1-8, one of the best pitchers in baseball the last 2 decades. Career like a 3.17 ERA. This season, 4.53, well above his career average. 89.1 innings, 77 strikeouts. This is a tough game here, not knowing who is going on the mound for the Pirates. The Pirates are favored by the fans, but give me the Giants to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. And our second game is going to be an AL Central versus AL Central matchup. The 52 and 59 Minnesota Twins, completely different team right now. They traded away a lot of their pieces. They'll be on the road here versus the first place Detroit Tigers, coming in here at 65 and 48. The Tigers, people are back to praising them. Everybody was jumping ship the last 2 weeks. Now they're back on a roll. This is a very talented team. They have an offense. They have a good pitching staff. Detroit, 63% chance to win this game. The Twins, a 37% chance. The Tigers are 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over under. The Twins come into this game, they are plus 150. The Tigers are minus 125. This Twins offense, 4.2 runs per game, 241 average, 126 home runs, solid power, 56 steals, 4.28 runs a game. The real thing that really caused them to drop below 500 was the pitching has been pretty bad the last 6 weeks. The Tigers, 4.8 runs per game, 250 average, 144 home runs, 49 steals, 3.77 runs a game. Detroit has Casey Mize on the mound, 9-4 record, 3.43 rate. Just another one of those really good starters in this Detroit starting rotation. 94.1 innings, 84 strikeouts, overall solid numbers. Going up against Simeon, Woods, Richardson, 5-4 record, 4.24 ERA. Pitching a little better his last couple starts. 80.2 innings, 69 strikeouts. Give me the Tigers to win this game to cover the spread, and I'm just going to go slightly with the over. In our third game, what an under-the-radar, really good game this is at 6:40 p.m. The 62 and 50 Houston Astros veteran team. This team, they know how to win, sitting comfortably in first place in the AL West, but this division actually got really tough the last couple weeks. They're going to be on the road here versus the 55 and 55 Miami Marlins, coming off of a sweep of the New York Yankees. First time they have ever swept the Yankees. Props to them. Just a couple weeks ago, this team was like 15 games under 500. They fought, they clawed their way all the way back to 500. We actually picked them to sweep the Yankees. We picked the Marlins every single game this past weekend, and it worked out. Props to the Marlins here. Right now, Miami, 39.5% chance to win this game. Houston, a 60.5% chance. The Astros are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Houston minus 105, Miami minus 115. This is honestly a game that's potentially up for grabs. The Astros 4.3 runs per game, 257 batting average, one of the best batting averages in baseball. 123 home runs, 56 steals, and got 3.7 runs a game. That should never come as a surprise. Houston can always pitch well. Miami, 4.3 runs per game, 252 batting average, 105 home runs, 84 steals, and got 4.37 runs a game. Do not roll your eyes at that. Just a couple weeks ago, that was in the fives. They're actually pitching pretty good right now, and they're going to need it. Jason Alexander going for the Astros, by far their most questionable pitcher. 1-1 record, 7.36 ERA, but a very small sample size. 25.2 innings, 20 strikeouts. He has given up 5 home runs in 25 innings. Going up against Sandy Alcantara, the past Cy Young Award winner. He has not had his stuff this entire season. He showed a flash about 2 starts ago. Maybe he's going to wake up when he is on. He is one of the best. He has not been on this entire season. 6-9 record, 6.36 ERA, 109.0 innings, 81 strikeouts. They won all those games without their ace pitching well. He's been pitching like garbage. But I'm going to go with the upset. Give me the plus 1.5. I'm going to go with the over. I'm going to go with the Miami Marlins again, pulling off the upset. And at 6:45 p.m., the 51-61 Baltimore Orioles, they also traded away a lot of their pieces, but do not underestimate Baltimore here. Young team, still a lot of home run power. They can't pitch, but they can score some runs. They'll be going up against the 63-48 Philadelphia Phillies. First place in the NL East, this division. It has been neck and neck with the Mets. They keep flip-flopping back and forth. They've been tied at times. Right now, the Phillies, veteran team, really deep lineup, extremely deep starting rotation. The Phillies have a 62.4% chance to win this game. The Orioles, a 37.6% chance. Philadelphia's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Phillies are minus 205, Baltimore plus 170. But you have to respect this Orioles offense, 4.4 runs per game, 243 average, 137 home runs, a lot of power, 79 steals, and a 4.82 runs a game, bottom 10 overall pitching team. The Phillies, the offense is starting to wake up, 4.7 runs a game, 254 batting average, 128 home runs, 94 steals, and a 3.82 runs a game. They have an extremely deep starting rotation. Once they get fully healthy, watch out for this team. They can definitely make a run in the month of September. Cade Povich going for the Orioles, 2-5 record, 5.15 ERA, 64.2 innings, 68 strikeouts. Going up against Jesus Luzardo, kind of fallen off the last couple starts, 9-5 record, 4.31 ERA, 121 innings, 140 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher here. The Orioles are not known for their contact percentage. Give me the Phillies to win this one to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And I feel so bad for the Royals here, especially their pitchers. These guys need some run support. They need to bat it. At 7:10 p.m., we're going to have the 56-56 Kansas City Royals back to 500. The Royals third place in the AL Central, one of the best overall pitching teams in baseball, top 3 starting rotation. They just can't score runs. They'll be on the road here versus the 62-51 Boston Red Sox, one of the hottest teams in baseball. They have power. They have speed. They get on base. They're scoring runs. They're starting to pitch really well. They're also very hard to beat at Fenway Park. Boston, second place in the AL East now with the Yankees getting swept. The Red Sox are 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over-under. Boston's minus 160, KC plus 135. The Royals, they average 3.7 runs a game, 243 average, 97 home runs, 84 steals, giving up 3.53 runs a game. This pitching, though, is going to give them a shot on the road. The Red Sox, 5.0 runs per game, 253 average, 140 home runs. They have power. 95 steals, they have speed, giving up 3.7 runs a game. On the mound for KC, very deep starting rotation. Bailey Falter, 7-5 record, 3.73 ERA, 113.1 innings, 70 strikeouts. He's not a strikeout pitcher here. He has given up 17 home runs, a little susceptible to the long ball. Brian Bello going for the Red Sox, 7-5 record, a 3.19 ERA. Props to him. He's come out of nowhere this season. 110 innings, 83 strikeouts. Where it's concerning, 41 walks, practically a walk every other inning, but the Royals have to capitalize on that, have to take advantage. They have to turn runners on base into runs. Give me the Red Sox to win this, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. And at 7:10 p.m., the 56-55 Cleveland Guardians. The Guardians are finally starting to score some runs. They're back to second place in the AL Central. They still technically have a shot here. They're on the road, Citi Field versus the 63-49 New York Mets. They've just barely dropped down to second place in the NL East. The Mets need a win bad. They look like garbage versus the Giants. They got to get that pitching back on track. They got to continue to get production from their offense. Right now, the Mets, 64.2% chance to win this game. But the big question here is, which version of the Mets are going to show up? They've been up, they've been down, they've been sideways, they've been all over this season. They're still a great team, still in line to make the playoffs right now. We just need some consistency from the offense as well as from the pitching. Right now, the Guardians, a 35.8% chance to win. The Mets are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Cleveland, 3.9 runs per game, a 229 batting average, one of the worst in baseball. They have to get that average up. 117 home runs, 85 steals, and have 3.87 runs a game. The Mets average 4.4 runs per game, 241 batting average, 138 home runs, 89 steals, and have 3.67 runs a game. But over the last month, that ERA has been drastically climbing. They got to stop the bleeding at some point. On the mound for the Guardians, Slade Cecconi, 5-4 record, 3.77 ERA, solid numbers, 76.1 innings, 63 strikeouts, going up against Sean Manaea. When Sean Manaea is on, he is on. 101 record, a 2.08 ERA since coming back from his injury, 17.1 innings, 22 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 home runs in 17.1 innings. But to me, this game is going to be a very, very close game. Give me the Mets to win it, to cover the spread, and I'll just barely go with that over. 7:15 p.m. The 67-44 Milwaukee Brewers. While there's other hot teams out there, in my personal opinion, I do think the Brewers are the hottest team in baseball for basically the last month. They'll be on the road here versus the 47-63 Atlanta Braves. The Braves, oh, the poor Braves. What do we make of them? We don't know yet what's going to happen this offseason. Right now, the Braves a 48.7% chance to win this game. The fans are loving the Atlanta pick here. The Brewers a 51.3% chance. Milwaukee, 1.5 run favorite, sitting at first place in the competitive, the deep NL Central, and the over-under is 8.5. The Braves are plus 120, Milwaukee minus 145. This Brewers team, they can do a little bit of everything. They have good starting pitching, they have a bullpen, speed, power average. They're averaging 5.0 runs a game, 257 batting average, that's top 5 in baseball, 111 home runs, 124 steals, that's top 3, giving up 3.65 runs a game, solid pitching. The Braves right now, they kind of can't do anything good. 4.2 runs per game, 243 average, 119 home runs, 51 steals, and have 4.21 runs a game. But when you look at this team on paper, they are much, much better than the way that they've been playing on the field. On the mound for the Braves, Eric Feedy, 3-11 record, 5.33 ERA. Feedy obviously very familiar with the Brewers coming from the Central. 106.1 innings, 66 strikeouts. Definitely not a strikeout pitcher. About 49 walks in 106 innings. He loads the bases here. Do not put runners on base here versus the number 3 stealing team. Right now, the Brewers, Corinne Priester on the mound, 10-2 record, 3.27 ERA. Great numbers. 107.1 innings, 89 strikeouts. Give me Priester. Give me the Brewers to win this game, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. 8:05 p.m. The 60-52 New York Yankees, they need a win extremely bad here. Aaron Boone, to save himself, he needs to get a win here. They'll be on the road here versus the 58-55 Texas Rangers. The Rangers, the bats have woken up. They're finally starting to score some runs. That's going to work wonders down the stretch because they still have the number 1 overall starting pitching in all of baseball right now. If you add a decent lineup to that, who knows where they might go? This is a very deep division. They could potentially make a run here these final 2 months. Right now, Texas, 40.4% chance to win this game. The Yankees, a 59.6%. The Yankees are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. New York, minus 160. Texas, plus 135. The Yankees still have a top 10 offense, 5.2 runs per game, 252 batting average. They've been number 1 or 2 this entire season when it comes to team home runs, but do not forget Aaron Judge is still not playing. They have 179 home runs, 81 steals, and have 4.05 runs a game. The Rangers, 4.1 runs per game, 231 average, 119 home runs, 101 steals, and have 3.26 runs a game. Like I just said, that's still number 1 in baseball. For Texas, Patrick Corbin on the mound. He's back to like 2018 Patrick Corbin. 6-7 record, 3.78 ERA, 109.2 innings, 93 strikeouts. He's been pitching really good this season. Going up against Max Fried, one of the best pitchers in baseball. Not the best last month, but overall, his numbers have been some of the best this entire season. 12-4 record, 2.62 ERA, 134 innings, 125 strikeouts. Coming off of a sweep here, the Yankees, they need to win bad here. They give the ball to their ace. Give me Fried to win a very, very close game. I have the Yankees winning it. They cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the over here. And at 8:05 p.m., an NL Central matchup, and this is a good one here. Both of these teams, solid baseball clubs. The 58-54 Cincinnati Reds, it kind of seems like they've been in the same place this entire season. They've been competitive, hovering around 500 the entire season. If you underestimate them, they will beat you. They have good pitching. They have a good offense. They're on the road here versus one of the best offenses in baseball, though. The 65-46 Chicago Cubs, just barely in second place in the NL Central. The Cubs, powerful offense. They have pitching to back it up. Right now, the Cubs, 53.1% chance to win this game. The Reds, a 46.9%. Very, very close game here. Cubs are 1.5 run favorites, 7.5 over-under. Very low-scoring game. The Reds, plus 120. The Cubs, minus 145. Cincinnati, 4.6 runs per game, 247 batting average, 115 home runs, 84 steals, giving up 3.89 runs a game. The Cubs, 5.2 runs per game, 255 batting average, 159 home runs, top 5 home run hitting team, 121 steals. That's number 3 in baseball. They have power, they have speed, and they're only giving up 3.92 runs a game. Chicago has Michael Soroka on the mound, 3-8 record. He's much better than the way that he's pitched this season. 4.87 ERA, 81.1 innings, 87 strikeouts. Nick Lodolo going for the Reds. No one's really talking about this guy, but he's putting together a very solid year. 8-6 record, 3.09 ERA, 128 innings, eating up innings, 123 strikeouts. I'm going to go with the Reds here on the road to pull off the upset. Give me that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And our next game is a Colorado game, so you know it's going to be a massive over-under at 8:40 p.m. The 65-48 Toronto Blue Jays. I was very hard on this team the first 1 or 2 months because they hadn't been playing to their potential. Then they exploded, scoring a buttload of runs every single game. They are definitely living up to that right now. First place in the AL East. They'll be on the road versus the 30-81 Colorado Rockies. The Rockies here closing in on 100 losses, the worst team in baseball. Colorado, 31.5% chance to win this game. Toronto, a 68.5% chance to win. Blue Jays are 2.5 run favorites, 11.5 over under, another massive over under. Toronto's minus 200, Colorado plus 165. The Blue Jays right now 4.7 runs a game, a 264 batting average. That is the number 1 batting average in the majors. 120 home runs, 55 stolen bases, getting a 4.29 runs per game. Colorado, the offense is actually doing somewhat decent the last couple weeks. They do have some power here. It's just mostly solo home runs whenever they hit a home run. They're averaging 3.8 runs a game, 237 batting average, 117 home runs. 58 steals and a 5.76 runs a game. That number has been drastically climbing. It is the worst in baseball. It's not even close. Right now for the Rockies, Tanner Gordon on the mound. 2-3 record, 4.85 ERA, 26 innings, 15 strikeouts. Going up against Eric Lauer, 6-2 record, 2.68 ERA, 74 innings, 75 strikeouts. He hasn't given up 8 home runs, but pretty good numbers. Give me the Blue Jays to win this game, to cover the spread, but I'm actually going to go with the under, just barely with the under. MLB Network at 9:38 p.m. The 55-58 Tampa Bay Rays. This team was one of the hottest teams in baseball the whole month of May, quite possibly the hottest team. Then they completely went off the rails. They have not been able to buy a win, playing really rough baseball in the last 2 weeks. Right now, the Rays a 47.7% chance to win this game. They went all the way from second place in their division, now down to 4th place in the AL East, just ahead of Baltimore. Ran the Angels a 52.3% chance. You have to respect the Angels' power here. They hit a buttload of home runs. They're top 5 in total home runs this season. The Angels are also the favorites here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. LA minus 130, Tampa Bay plus 110. The Rays at some point, though, you know they're bound to get a win. Tampa Bay, 4.5 runs per game, 253 average, 125 home runs, 145 steals, extremely aggressive on the bases. They are the number 1 stealing team in baseball, 3.86 runs a game. The Angels, 4.3 runs per game, 232 batting average, but it's the 158 home runs. Whenever you hit that many home runs, if the other pitcher does not have good control, you're going to knock it out of the park. They have 56 steals, giving up 4.58 runs a game. You have Hauser on the mound for the Rays coming over from Chicago, 6-2 record, a 2.10 ERA. He got cut last season by the Mets. Can he carry that momentum now onto a new team? 68.2 innings, 47 strikeouts, only 3 home runs in 60 innings. Beautiful numbers there, especially versus a home run hitting team. Then you have Kikuchi on the mound for the Angels. The Angels do not pitch well. That is not Kikuchi's problem. He's having a great season. 4-7 record, 3.3 ERA, 128 innings, 132 strikeouts. The Rays need this win. They need it badly. Give me Tampa Bay to pull off a very, very close upset. Going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And our second to last game is one of the most difficult games to call to me on MLB Network at 9:40 p.m. This game is practically a 50-50 pick'em. The 62-50 San Diego Padres, second place in the NL West, versus the 53-59 Arizona Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks, they don't quite have the pop they had. They did trade some pieces, but still, they can score some runs. Arizona, 51.1% chance to win this game. The Padres, a 48.9% chance to win. San Diego's 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Padres are minus 150. The Diamondbacks plus 125. The Diamondbacks, they're averaging 4.8 runs a game, 249 average, 153 home runs, 76 steals, and got 4.57 runs a game. Padres, 4.1 runs per game, 251 average, 95 home runs, 74 steals. Machado, Tatis, that's all you need there. Get them on track. Padres, you know they're going to have good pitching. They have a really good starting rotation, a really good bullpen that definitely is going to help them out down the stretch. They're only giving up 3.56 runs a game, On the mound for the Padres, J.P. Sears coming over. 7-9 record, 4.95 ERA, 111.0 innings, 97 strikeouts. He's given up 23 home runs. Brandon Pfaadt on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He does not have good numbers, but whenever he pitches, he always seems to get really good run support. 10-7 record, a 5.11 ERA, 116.1 innings, 98 strikeouts. He's given up 20 home runs. Both of these pitchers, they have some control issues. They're giving up a lot of runs. Both of them are getting shelled when it comes to home runs. This may be a higher scoring game. Give me the Diamondbacks to pull off the upset. Give me that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And our final game is so hard to call at 10:10 p.m. The 56 and 57 St. Louis Cardinals, they've really been playing some bad baseball the last few months. They were well over 500. Now they dropped their one game under 500. They'll be on the road versus the 65 and 47 Los Angeles Dodgers. Maybe starting to catch some steam right now. Dodgers' best overall roster in baseball when they're healthy. When they are healthy, that's been the issue so far. LA, first place in the NL West. They have a 66.4% chance to win this game. St. Louis, a 33.6%. Dodgers are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. St. Louis plus 155. Los Angeles minus 185. Heavy favorites. Right now, the Cardinals 4.4 runs per game, 249 average, 107 home runs, 62 steals, 4.19 runs a game. The Dodgers 5.1 runs per game, 254 average, 164 home runs, a lot of power, 67 steals, 4.17 runs a game, but they have been decimated when it comes to injuries, particularly to their pitching, their starting rotation, the bullpen, they're all banged up. On the mound for the Dodgers, Tyler Glasnow. Not his best last start, but 1-1 record, 3.38 ERA, 40 innings, 49 strikeouts. You know when this guy is on, he's one of the better younger pitchers in baseball. Sonny Gray going for St. Louis. One of the most reliable pitchers in baseball. Career like a 3.8 ERA. Started out this season really awful. Had the last 3 or 4 starts have been kind of rough on him. 10-5 record, 4.38 ERA, 121.1 innings, 133 strikeouts. He's given up 15 home runs. But Sonny Gray knows how to pitch in these big games. As long as he's not wearing pinstripes, he usually pitches pretty well. But give me the Dodgers to win this, to cover the spread, and I'll go with the under. Guys, that's our predictions, our picks, our best bets for all of our baseball games coming up for Monday, August 4th. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? Make sure to let me know in the comment section. What are your favorite picks today? And I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out our pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And of course, as always, thank you for watching.